So this is my reflection for my music identity project. The rubric said that it could be pictures or collages or whatever, so sometimes I think that the best way to reflect on something is just to talk it out. So I figured what better way than to take a video. So, alright, question one. Do you feel any differently about the music's role in helping to shape your identity? Why or why not? Yeah, I really do feel different. Um, Throughout this whole process, I knew that music was a big part of my life, and it's a big part of everyone's life. But to really know how much it shapes your identity, I don't think I knew the extent really. Because I found myself when doing the project, just like when I put the words that I had spoken to the music that I was listening to, it was it was really cool because uh, I just felt myself like, nodding my head like, yeah, this is it. And uh, to say that some of that music describes me as a person, I think it's pretty, pretty accurate. So, okay, number two. Do you see a connection between music and identity? Why or why not? Of course I do. Um, Especially when talking about vocal songs, I feel like also, a lot of times the reason why you like a song is because you do identify it. It uh it relates to your past experiences or what you're going through at the time, and the things that happen to you are exactly what shapes who you are. So I definitely think that there's a big connection between music or identity. Uh okay, number three. Do you believe that people choose the music they listen to? Why or why not? Hmm. Yeah, I do believe people choose the music they listen to. Um, I mean, it really goes both ways. Um, with when so a lot of times the reason why people actually do become friends with other people is because that they like the music each other chooses. And then again, I have a lot of friends where they're my best friends, but I really don't care for their music. It's a, I mean, so, and not to mention, with my personal experiences, um, definitely because I included a lot of J-pop in my project because that's something that I really identify with, and it really, I feel like it helps define me as a person. However, I didn't have anybody who introduced me to J-pop. I didn't actually go to any friends and they're like, hey, listen to this song, and I liked it just because of them. None of my friends even knew about J-pop. So I definitely think that people choose the music they listen to. I chose to listen to J-pop. However, it's definitely true that um, a lot of times the music you listen to is chosen by the people you hang out with. Because I remember, in fifth grade, just wanting to listen to Britney Spears and NSYNC because all my friends did it and it was cool and I could relate to them if I did listen to it. So, uh, yeah, I think that answers number three. Do you feel like the music you listen to, yeah, do you feel like the music you listen to accurately reflects the person you want to be? Why or why not? Oh, yeah, definitely. Um, a lot of times songs with lyrics that kind of, I feel like they're they're like not the person I want to be, or I disagree with what they're saying. Even if I like the beat, it doesn't like it doesn't uh it just doesn't quite, I don't like to listen to it as much. One particular example would be one of Regina's Spector songs. Um, I don't remember what it's called. Let me see. iTunes is open, so where would that be? You know, I found that I just really loved the beat, and the meaning I just didn't like as much. And it's That Time by Regina Spektor. Talking about drugs and uh, things, really weird, obscure stuff. I like the beat, but not so much the message, so I listen to it every once in a while, but, you know. However, the music I do listen to really does reflect me, like that one I use in my identity project, Golden Time Lover by Tsukima Switch. I definitely identify with that song. It's who I want to be. I want to do my best no matter what I do. I want to learn from the victories and defeats I have, and all the kind of themes of just doing your best in that song. Those are the things that I aspire to. Take it. Maybe that's the saxophone piece, the Glaznoff I put in my identity project. I want to be that confident player. Which, by the way, the recording's actually my professor. That's pretty cool. It sounds really good. But anyways, I want to be that person can uh, who can play with that kind of confidence and express that kind of musicality and emotion from that piece. That reflects who I want to be as a saxophonist. And the general timbre of the Master and Commander excerpt is just kind of the bright, happy kind of feel I would like to be. Optimistic, hopeful for the future. That definitely reflects how I want to be as a person. And often listening to those songs are the very things that kind of focuses me into concentrating on, oh, here's who I really want to be. So let's see, number 5. Do you feel comfortable with using Audacity to create sound projects? Does it give you an appreciation for how musicians and producers create the music you listen to? Yeah. For sound projects like this, I definitely feel comfortable using Audacity, particularly the amount of timing that's put in balancing that's put into music was something that I gained an appreciation of in this project, because it was pretty tough to get my voice to match with the vocals, and you know, there's one point where on the Life is Like a Boat by Ray Fu section, and I was talking about songs in English, and then I was like, but what if a song is in Japanese or a different language? Right then it switches from English to Japanese, and that was pretty tough to time, but I thought it was pretty clever. That was pretty cool. But anyways, for the more like abstract stuff, like using effects and stuff, I definitely have a new appreciation for people who know how to work their way around the program. At one point I was trying to figure out the reverb on it, and that was really complicated, and I couldn't actually get the song I wanted, and I ended up, or the sound I wanted, and I ended up kind of switching it around so that it just sounded better in general. So, yeah, and I know that there are probably programs that are even more complicated than Audacity, and I just can't imagine using them. There's so many variables in a lot of those things, like in the reverb. How big is the room? How dry do you want it to be? And then decibels and crazy numbers, and I don't even know. Gosh, so hard. But yeah, but definitely the fading in stuff was really good. So all in all, I really enjoyed doing this project. I felt like it really helped me grow as a person. I can't even remember a time when doing a project was actually, I thought that was a really fun project. Can't remember a time it was really even more fun. I enjoyed the discovery process of understanding, like, why do I like these pieces? Like, what about them draws me? I had forgotten the lyrics to Golden Time Lover. I didn't actually I looked it up, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what the song's about. Man, this is so cool. And like thinking about the Smetana and the Glasnoff, and it just made, I don't know, my musical tastes and my identity and how those reflect me, it makes a lot more sense after I've done this project. Not to mention, I'm really happy with the result I've put up. My friend really, I actually did have a friend listen to it. She's not here right now, but she really thought it was cool and enjoyed listening to it and enjoyed hearing my explanation. So it was a really cool project and I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah. Oh, come on. It won't pause.